The doors to the Johannesburg City Library have been shut since the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 and will remain shut until the City of Johannesburg concludes repairs and the refurbishment of the building. The library is an iconic landmark in the city with its rich history and heritage, and its closure robs the community of a vast range of books and resources crucial to the lifelong learning.
Libraries provide a treasure trove, of information, of knowledge, and of cultural heritage, among other things. And they are vital, for the preservation of important records, for research, for literacy, learning and education. And it is at libraries where, ideas are not only born, but they are also exchanged. And, in addition to that, libraries are a space where innovation is born.
As technology advances, traditional books have evolved, but the evolution is not necessarily a bad thing.
Nowadays, you can access the same books in e-format. People can buy from online platforms and read the books online. And I don't think the advancements that we have seen in technology have necessarily replaced hard copies as we know them. There are still a lot of people who prefer, to read from a hard copy. So they complement one another.
Libraries create and promote an enduring love for reading and learning, but access to libraries remains a concern as some learners cannot read for meaning.
It distresses me so infinitely that we have so many libraries closed. And not only in Johannesburg, apparently this is throughout South Africa. This question of literacy is so fundamental to all our education. I can't believe that anybody should downplay it, because how do people cope if they're not literate?
And the longer the historic building remains closed, the more people are losing interest.
It's been closed for a long time and people have lost touch with it. The librarian, the children's librarian, was particularly concerned because, of course, she got to know certain children and now she's not there watching them grow as they're developing. I think a lot of people will have got used to finding other places, particularly those 120 students. There were 120 student spaces where they had free access to the internet and they could work, as far as I know, they could work all day on their computers. That issue of access is the big thing about the library. The idea of a library was the free access to knowledge. And that is fundamental to democracy. What makes me particularly angry is that how was it done? Why did they decide? What were the procedures that took place? Who were the people who decided to close the library?
A visit to the library can be an adventure, as one can grab one's favorite book and escape to a different world, not to mention its importance to those that are attempting to broaden their horizons by furthering their studies. Phil Makubane, SABC News, Johannesburg.